All right, and here we are,
It's
getting
finally
ready,
time.
getting ready for the sixth tournament of the trail season. How excited are you, Chad, running your first derby?
I'm pretty excited. It's a lake I've always wanted to fish. Every time I've been up there, it's always been river fishing. The lake's always closed, so it's the first time actually fishing the lake for myself. I know a lot of buddies that fish it, and the fishing's supposed to be really good right now. We got a low pressure system coming in on Saturday that'll create the Lakers feeding, so hopefully it'll turn them on, and hopefully we get on some nice Lakers. And yeah, pretty excited. It'll be nice how we have a good group going up there. So it should be fun. We have 8 anglers so far. Hopefully, a few more will join, but we do have prizes for up to 10 anglers, anyways. So if there's only 8, then I guess prizes just get a little bit better.
Nice.
So
All right, so Rock the Lake, good old Rock Lake up by Hinton. I know. Actually, the picture for the poster was taken by Trevor. He's fished up there quite a few times. So
yeah, it's too bad he's not making it this time. Would have been awesome to see him again, but that's all right. We appreciate his picture. That's what counts. I'll
yeah,
try to
no,
get a better picture for next year with the wildy in it, though. We'll make it count.
maybe a fish in the picture.
Yeah, that one too.
A picture of a lake trout would be great.
Yeah, we'll do our best. No promises.
All right. Yeah. So this is going to be good. So I think everybody that's coming, for the most part, has already signed their waivers. If you haven't signed a waiver, go to wckft.wordpress.com, go to 2026 events, click on the code of conduct, get yourself the code of conduct, bring that signed code of conduct. There's 2 pages you got to sign at the very end. Make sure you're bringing that to Chad. Not sure if anybody up there is going to be running motors.
I think Gordon is running a motor. I'm pretty sure he's got his new unit all set up, so I'm gonna have to check his out. It'll be up there. No one else has talked to me about running a motor, but yeah, if anyone's running a motor, bring it up. I'll come look at it, make sure everything's up to snuff and correct on that. But yeah, I'm not sure which kind Gordon's using, but I know he's bringing the new beast. So
Yeah, well, if it's that, then he's the Ranger Green Tactical Pro.
yeah, it is, and it's pretty sweet. He's been sending me pictures. I'm going to try it out one of the days on the weekend, anyways. I'm going to go for a burn on it.
Depend how testing goes on Friday, he says.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. If we don't hear from him, don't ask. Oh.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it should be pretty good. So we're doing for top 3 lake trout. We're going to run it just like trout on the fly. So everyone's going to have to. I want your pictures separated with a picture in between. And for 5 o'clock, we're running from 6 a.m. till 5 p.m. Before 5 o'clock, I want everyone off the water before 5, and come bring me your pictures. I want separation pictures in between of your top 3 fish. We're running this just like trout on the fly, so I can put them into my computer, and then we can do prizes after that. We are also doing the biggest fish, so $25 buy-in. Bring the cash to me by Friday night, and we're doing big fish buy-in, and whoever gets that is separate of the other pot, so you get 100% of that. So that'll be nice too. Kind of an extra
Yeah.
bonus.
And do you have any minimum length on your fish?
There was no minimum length on the permit, so I remember. Hey, if someone brings one that big, I'll be impressed by itself.
Yeah.
Now, just as a warning to everyone, we do also have Athabasca rainbows in there. There's bull trout in there. There's pike in there. So I don't want to see any pictures of bull trout. I don't want to see any pictures of rainbows. I don't want to see that when you bring me your pictures. What you do is you, but especially bull trout, leave them. You're going to catch them, but get them back in the water as quickly and safely as possible. The Athabasca rainbow, same thing. They're catch and release only in that lake, so let's get them back safely so they can keep populating. I don't want to see any of those pictures. It's going to unfortunately happen, but let's do our best as anglers to keep them in the water as long as possible.
Yeah. And the easiest way to do that is when you go in and you get your pictures that you want for your lake trout, just favorite them because then you can go into your favorites and that's all you see is just those fish.
That's what I do too.
Yeah. Just
Um,
makes it easier.
and then, of course, we are camping in the Upper Moose Landing, except Jim. He's in the Lower Moose Landing in book site 12. He didn't want to be a part of our crew. But we are launching from Lower Moose Landing, just right down from us. It's not very far at all. So we have for campsites for whoever is in here. Jill's already up there. She's in 20. But we have Jim in 12, Gord Martin in Site 13, me and my family in Site 14, Sky Shank in 15, Keith Christensen in Site 16, and David in Site 17. I'll get a post up of where everyone is, and everyone just bring me cash for your campsites, please, because I have to pay the camp attendant out there. They have had some theft issues during the week on their little mailbox for the money. So they've asked me to hold on to it until I actually see the main guy out there, especially with all of us at one go putting in one envelope. That's big, a nice envelope to grab. So far, no fire bans. So let's hopefully it stays that way. And the firewood is in the woodshed, which I don't know exactly where that is, but it's along the way, anyways. And the firewood is free. It's part of your campsite. And yeah, it should be a pretty good time.
Yeah, now I'm just going to throw this up here. I'll get rid of you
Uh,
and I's picture for a second. Pop over. So this is what we're looking at here. So yeah, just make sure you know, grab
oh, you're kind of cutting out there, Mike.
old hotel internet.
There we go. Now you're back.
Yeah, so just make sure that you're well aware of what the difference is between the two fish. Search it online, like that one that I just found. Find a comparison of the two fish so that you can bring that photo up on your phone.
Look for the black tips. Easiest way, especially when you're dealing with the trout lake. Look for the black tips. If you can do that, then you know you're okay. But of course, if anyone needs help, we are the lake is 90 to 100 feet deep, so it's not as deep as Cold Lake, which is nice, and it is a little bit smaller of a lake than Cold Lake. So for that aspect, that'll be a lot nicer. Of course, if anyone needs help, reach out to anyone. We're always willing to help. We do have a couple new anglers of the Keith is new of this year for kayak fishing, so this will be the deepest lake he's been on in a kayak, so that'll be a good time and see him hopefully catch a lake trout. But yeah, everyone, and we of course I will put up a map of the boundaries. We want to stay out of the river systems, just in the main lake itself. So I will pull that up and we'll get that posted as well. And of course, wear your PFDs at all times. We are going to be in for a mix of weather. It's calling for pretty nice sunshine, but in the evenings, possibility of rain. Wind doesn't get too bad on that lake, but we are in a valley, so there is a possibility of wind, of course, but I've never heard any major waves or anything. We'll make that call. I will make that call if something were to change, pending on the conditions. But at least with only a few of us out there, it won't be so bad. We can holler at each other pretty much. So it should be a really good time. Bump boards, everyone's been through it. Make sure it's on your left side. Of course, it's on the right on this screen, but make sure belly to belly, facing to your left, all that good stuff. And yeah, I don't know. Am I missing anything, Mike?
Yeah, no, that's just it. Make sure we're looking at that. As Gord just said too.
Oh, I was going
Bears
to poke that.
bears up in the area.
There is a lot of bears up in this area, and there's a lot of elk in this area. Grizzlies, blacks, lots of sheep too. I will have bear spray and bear bangers at my camp outside my trailer at all times. I also will have my Starlink on, so if anyone needs to if we ever have to make an emergency call or anything, we can do that from my campsite because the helicopter pad is just down the road, like a click and a half, maybe. So it's not very far from us. So in an emergency, my Starlink will be on and we can use that. And I know Gordon Martin has Starlink as well, and he'll be right beside me. And I'm pretty sure a few others do too. But in case of emergency, we do have that helipad. So we can call out that way. So that's not a problem. And I will have all my first aid stuff with me. So, and we have Sam, the healthcare aide. So that'll help a lot. She doesn't trust me with anything. So
Yeah, no, I threw up a link to a page that shows a difference between the two too for you guys. Make sure that everybody's got their safety kit on their kayaks as well. So buoyant heaving line, bailing device. Even though they're sit on top and they've got holes, you've still got a hull inside of it. So you need to be able to have a bailing device, whether it's a bucket or a bilge pump. You need your buoyant heaving line. You need a whistle. You
Flashlight.
need a waterproof flashlight or lights on your boat, either or. So make sure you've got all that because it is in a provincial park, and it is at a long weekend. Just expect that there's a good possibility that Fish and Wildlife could show up for a visit, and everybody needs to have what is required.
Yeah, that's a really good point. Yeah, especially with it being a long weekend. See, I told you Sam would be able to take care of the emergency. We're good. She takes care of me all the time, so I know we're okay. But yeah, no, we are probably going to have fish cups out there, especially since we are running a tournament out there. They've never had a tournament out there, and it's been quite the fun time to get the permits for it. But the campground's been awesome to deal with. So let's just make sure, especially when we leave, all our campsites are better than how we've showed up to them. Because I've already put in that I'd like to hopefully do this tournament again for next year, and the campground thinks that's a great idea already. So depending on how things go and how the fishing is, we'll make that decision later on. But at least we already have an in there.
Yep.
So that'll really help if we decide to go forward.
Yeah, no, it should be a good time. Yeah, hopefully the weather's good for you guys, and you guys don't get the weather we've been having out that way here lately. I've been up in the area for the last 2 weeks, and it's
Gross.
tornado warnings and golf ball size hail and some bigger hail than that even. So
Yeah, it's
hopefully
been.
that all stays away for you.
Yeah, the nice part about Rock Lake is we've been up there quite a few times now, and that little valley, you can have one weather system outside the valley, and inside the valley is beautiful sunshine. Now we've also woke up to a foot of snow too, so it can go either way.
Yeah,
Packed for
well,
any conditions, honestly. We've been in there September and had snow. We've been in there late June and have snow. So honestly, and we've heard of snow in July in there. So you are right beside the Jasper Park, right? So you can expect anything in there. So just pack everything that you think you may need, and we'll work together and be fun and have a good time. So
yeah, no, yeah, like I said, you guys are gonna have a good time. Can't wait to see the pictures of it. It's gonna be interesting to see different lake trout from a different body of water. I'm not anticipating they're going to be as big as the cold lake ones that we've seen, but I
no, the
think
pictures I've seen we're expecting, uh, 30, 40, 50, up to 60 centimeters kind of sizes, because you're able, outside the tournament day, you're able to keep three fish over 50 centimeters, which I've heard is pretty easy to do. So that is a good sign, but I have never seen anything ginormous come out of there from
yeah,
my
and that
friends, anyways.
yeah, and that's a decent fish. That's still a 16-inch Laker. So
Yeah. So no, so it should be a really good time. It'll be still a lot of fun. It's somewhere new, and honestly, I think the views alone will blow a lot of people away all by its own. So it'll be cool to have a bunch of kayaks out there.
absolutely.
So
And then after this, we go to out to Manitoba.
big old Manitoba. That's ties, right?
That's ties for big pike. So
Yeah,
that'll be
big pike.
interesting to see what they get for fish out of there. And then after that is Wabamun Lake, September longs. So
Yeah, down to last three. Not long now. That's crazy.
yes, there is big white mountain
Oh,
whitefish in there.
I
Big
forgot about
ones.
that. Yeah, there is big ones. Yeah, I've seen a few doozy pictures.
Yeah, so there's a good chance for some people to get some personal bests this weekend out there.
Hopefully.
Might not be their personal best Lakers, but some other personal bests.
Yeah, well, I've seen some good pictures of some nice rainbows come out of there too. Some like 20-inch rainbows and stuff. So possibilities are there to. Most of the people I've talked to, like I'm heading up tomorrow at noon. A little after lunch, we're leaving and heading up a day early now. And pretty much everyone else I talked to is heading up early, so it should be a good weekend. We're all pretty much staying the whole weekend up there and leaving Monday. So it'll be a lot of fun. Be a good tournament, and then just some good times, anyways.
Yeah, yeah. So Wadman's the weekend after September long. That's when it is.
That's smart to have that one after the long weekend, honestly.
Yeah. No, it's going to be good. You guys are going to have a blast, and everybody stay safe and enjoy the trip and take lots of pictures. We want to see lots of pictures of people in kayaks and scenery
Oh,
and
I
everything.
got two cameras set up on my kayak already. I've changed out my camera setup, and oh yeah, we'll be taking lots of video and pictures and everything. So we'll make sure we get a lot of good footage of this to hopefully make it bigger and better for next year.
Yeah, and if you see somebody bringing in a fish, try and get some pictures of other anglers bringing fish in too, so we can throw more pictures up everywhere.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Be nice if someone caught a big rainbow, so then we can do it for your trout on the fly. Have a big rainbow.
Yeah,
So, but no, I think that kind of covers everything. If anyone needs anything, reach out to me. I will have the Starlink in the truck also, so Sam can always respond as I'm driving up. So if anyone needs anything, just message me, ask away. Just bring cash. I still do have 2 campsites available. I will be giving those up come Friday evening if no one else reaches out, just because otherwise I have to pay for them. And I've already talked to them, and they said as long as I let them know by Friday evening, I don't have to pay for them. So if anyone else wants to come last minute, please reach out to me. We'd love to have you.
perfect. All right. Well, you guys have fun this weekend.
Sounds good. Thanks, Mike.
All right. Thanks, guys. Have fun. There we go.